All right. Hey guys, this is Whit with Lone Eagle Fighting Arts with one of our parents, Richard. We're going to talk about while he started to join. They've been members for about a year and a half. I'm just going to ask him some quick questions and he's going to answer. So, Richard, when you guys started, what are some of the things that you had to overcome with your kids and trying to, come and do martial arts?
Primarily, we didn't know anything, so we were absolutely beginners as a family. None of us had ever taken a single martial arts lesson before. I had a lot of interest in it, and I have very energetic kids, and I wanted them to learn discipline as well as ways to defend themselves. I don't think that they will, but there will come a time when they're in school that maybe a bully or just a schoolyard fight or something like that, and I would like for them to be able to handle it in a way that keeps them safe, and in some ways even keeps the other kids safe. But also just as a fun activity for us to do together. And so the things we didn't know, really any of the terminology, none of the stances. I'm not very flexible. I'll be 42 this year, and so flexibility is not my strong suit. But with time and practice and dedication, I'm getting a little more flexible, and I have definitely learned a lot more of the stances and the combinations and just hand techniques and kicking. But I'm also still not as good as I would like to be. And so that also just takes time.
Definitely a process. So, what are some of the hurdles with your kids? Because you have pretty athletic kids, pretty energetic kids. So, what are some of the hurdles that they had to overcome coming in to a new place?
Many of the hurdles that we have faced are things that you get with a lot of little kids. My son, especially Gabriel, he's 5 right now. He does not like to. He likes to be doing whatever it is that he is doing. And so if you say, all right, it's time to get ready to go to karate, he goes, oh man. And sometimes, he delays and sometimes they're tired and they don't necessarily want to come. It's a lot of things that adults face, I think, too. You think, oh, I'm too tired to go tonight. But we kind of pick each other up and come. And usually when we get here, we have a great time. And actually the exertion and the activity gets us all feeling better, feeling more energetic. Some of it was timing, but I think you guys have always worked with us on when we can make it to class and being flexible about who can come to class, because sometimes I was only able to bring the kids to a more advanced class, which is not necessarily in their age group, but we could still come and they could do the best that they could, maybe not necessarily all the techniques that we were doing, but if they tried hard, then that was all that mattered. So the flexibility has really helped.
So would you think it's a strength or a weakness, or I don't know if that's the right way to say it, but do you think it's a good thing to be training as a family, or is it harder to do? Or
I absolutely think it's a strength. I don't think there's a weakness to it at all to be training as a family. I think it makes me more patient and understanding of their struggles trying to learn their first kata, or trying to learn how to throw a kick properly, because they see me doing it and struggling, or I see them doing it and I have learned the technique and I'm better able to help correct them at home or compliment them when they do it well, or when they do it better than I do. But also what I like about this school in particular is we looked into some other programs, but they were all very much age segregated, and so I could not go to class with the kids, or there was a class just for, when we started, Gabriel was technically 3, and so there was just a class for his age group, and then there was only a class for Eleanor's age group, and then there was an adult class, and we just cannot there was no way we could come to 3 different classes,
3 hours a night,
and then try to do that 2 or 3 nights a week. It was just impossible.
Absolutely. So let me ask you one more question, and then we'll be finished, because I know this video gets kind of long. What are some of since y'all been here for now about a year and a half, almost 2 years? What do you think what are some of the changes you've seen in yourself and in your kids, both physically and behavior wise, or whatever?
Some of the ones that I see are sometimes just out of the blue, I'll see them start practicing a technique, or I know for me, it has helped me get into better shape. And again, I'm more flexible. My kids were already kind of ridiculously flexible. So
Yeah, a lot of them are.
that didn't necessarily change much, but I think they better understand the focus that it takes to learn more complicated techniques, but then also just how sometimes life puts you outside your comfort zone, and that it takes a lot of work. You're not always going to be very good at something the first time you try it. And instead of trying it and saying, oh, that was hard, and quitting, you try it and it's still hard, but then you keep trying and then it gets a little easier, and then soon you're proficient at it and you can move on to something else. And I think whether they understand that or not, those are fantastic life lessons.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate your time. We appreciate your time.
Absolutely.
If y'all have any more questions, feel free to comment down below this video before, and I'll get my response, or I'll get Richard here to make a response for it if you want to ask him something. Anyway, we appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Thank you.